this thing goes away. He's an accomplished economist on the subject, so there's no reason for us to believe that he'll not be there.
During the budget day, when market was panicking and everybody was speaking about to sell, we had taken a very bold decision to deploy the cash lying in our client's account in the markets, and which has rewarded us very handsomely. Everybody appreciate Radhakishan Damani. He's been the inspiration.
Well, tonight, Dun & Bradstreet, through its very latest awards extravaganza, intends, and happily so, to pop the bubbly in appreciation of the country's top 500 companies, whose contributions, as you might imagine, are representative of the fuel that has powered Indian economic growth numbers to the top of the global leaderboard. To help set the tone and tenor for this special evening ahead, I invite to deliver the opening address President and Managing Director, Dun & Bradstreet India, Mr. Kaushal Sampath.
It is my privilege to welcome all of you on this very, very special annual occasion when we felicitate the best performing companies of corporate India through the Dun & Bradstreet Corporate Awards, and also to release the 16th consecutive edition of Dun & Bradstreet's publication, India's Top 500 Companies. I congratulate all the Dun & Bradstreet Corporate Award winners, and once again, thank all of you for being with us tonight on this very special occasion. Thank you.
Now, to address us next, please join me in welcoming to the podium Chief Marketing Officer, Dun & Bradstreet, Mr. Rishi Dave.
It is a privilege for me to be here with you in India for the release of our premier publication, India's Top 500 Companies 2016, and to recognize and celebrate India's best performing companies with the Dun & Bradstreet Corporate Awards. India's top 500 companies contribute close to 20% of the country's GDP, approximately 30% of India's total exports, and around 30% of India's gross total tax revenue. This is incredibly impressive. It's also worth noting that the top 500 companies are not just contributing economic and commercial progress, but are also contributing positively to the social development of the country and its people. Dun & Bradstreet is privileged to celebrate the best among Indian companies for their exemplary and consistent performance. Thank you very much.
Our next speaker to address us, ladies and gentlemen, the CEO and Managing Director, Altron Technologies India Private Limited, Mr. Sanjay Kumar.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The fact that the economy is large enough to accommodate 500 corporations is in itself a salute to the kind of growth that we've been able to achieve. But rather than get lost in statistics and numbers, I thought let's look at what our next challenges are as we move Indian companies which are there in this 500 listing to becoming companies which are in the global 500 listing. So the message, for me at least, is when I worked across the world, is let's have the humility to learn best practices from corporations that have succeeded so that we also can define our path of success. It doesn't have to be the same, but the learnings can help us to do it better. Just like multinationals can come into this country, learn the local best practices, execute it better, and succeed. So the challenge now on us is, can we do the same into their home markets? I hope this thought will provoke you to think differently on why it is important to stay the course, remain invested in your businesses, think strategic, not operational, and I wish you every luck and every success to go on to be in the next 500 globally. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for a patient hearing.
Let's get up for Managing Director, Atria Convergence Technologies Private Limited, Mr. C.S. Sundarraju.
It gives me great pleasure, really, to be able to say that I shared time with a group of achievers that make up the top 500 corporates in the country. That you reach the pinnacle and are acknowledged by peers should keep a smile on your faces, not just for the evening, but for a long time to come. All this is good, but I think it's only appropriate that at a forum like this, we look ahead and say, what next? There is a quote from Dr. Seuss that I'd like to repeat here. Today is your day. Your very own mountain is waiting. So go, get on your way. Godspeed. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Secretary, Ministry of Coal, Government of India, and tonight's special guest, Anil Swarup, IAS.
I was wondering why Coal Secretary has been invited to a conference like this. But I enjoy coming to these award functions because we celebrate success. It is nice to be amongst people who've done some good work. One comes here to seek inspiration. When I got posted as Coal Secretary, I asked somebody, "Bhai, kaisa hai?" His response was, "Have you seen Gangs of Wasipur?" But this was amazing. Probably the most difficult and most enjoyable one. We did manage to turn around coal from situation of shortages to today we are talking of surpluses. So earlier everyone was chasing me to get coal. Today we are chasing them to take coal. If you're looking at doubling of coal production from the existing 0.5 billion tons to 1 billion tons, we are looking at doubling it. It actually translates into a lot of opportunities for a lot of people sitting here. Direct, indirect. Huge opportunities. If the government is talking in terms of getting to 100,000 megawatt of solar energy, enormous amount of opportunities. So you can see things already moving. You can see them moving in the railway sector. You can see moving in the roadway sector. We are in the habit of seeing what is not happening rather than deriving inspiration from things that are happening. And that is why, as I said earlier, I come here to seek inspiration from people who've made things happen on the ground. Because they can inspire me to do even more than what has happened. And it is the two together, the public and the private sector, that we can move faster than what we have in the past.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are extremely privileged to give you our chief guest, Dr. Vivek de Broy.
Let me first thank Dun & Bradstreet for having shown me the honor of having invited me here today. A lot of controversy and heat have unnecessarily been generated over the new GDP series over the old GDP series. No one can possibly deny that the new GDP series is a vast improvement on the old GDP series. No one can deny that the new GDP series is much more in conformity with international practice. The rate of growth in the year that had just been completed under the new GDP series, mind you, was 6.7%. The union government and the states together collect 17% of GDP as taxes. If I calculate all the subsidies, not just union government subsidies, but also state level subsidies, come to 14% of GDP. So I'm collecting 17% of GDP as taxes, and 14% of GDP is going as subsidies. How will I be able to deliver the roads, the water and the electricity if this is the situation? Anything between 5 to 5.5% of GDP goes because of tax exemptions. As long as the tax exemptions remain, we will never be able to simplify the tax system. India is in transition. India is at a cusp. India is a young country, everyone says that, but India is not going to remain young indefinitely. India will begin to grey. In changing India, in changing the Indian economy to ensure that the glorious future blends into the present, there are certain things that the government can do. The remainder has to be done by people. There is a tremendous amount of institutional change that is necessary. There is an enormous amount of change in governance that is necessary. I am optimistic and bullish, not just about this year, but about the future, because if you travel in India, you are pervaded with the optimism that India is changing from the snowy mountains of Jammu and Kashmir to the turbulent oceans of Kanyakumari, from the arid sandy deserts of Gujarat to the lush forests of Arunachal Pradesh. You get the sense of throbbing, pulsating, entrepreneurship, impatience. That is what makes me optimistic, not simply what the government has done or has not done. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much, Dr. De Broglie. The first of tonight's highlights is about to unfold. Soon to be under the spotlight, the 16th edition of the Dun & Bradstreet publication, India's Top 500 Companies. I therefore now invite the chief guest, Dr. Bibek De Broglie, to make official the 16th edition of India's Top 500 Companies.
Top of the world with Times Network. And you're watching ET Now. Changing the skyline of Mulund, presenting Tirumala Habitats, which is nearing completion and launching soon. Transcon Bellevue, Transcon Developers, creating spacious and eco-sustainable homes.
विमल इलायची, दाने दाने में केसर का दम। Play music.
If I have me by my side, no ocean too deep, no mountain too high. If I have me by my side, I can pluck a star, I can lead the mountain.
Chevrolet Cruze. Only those who do their own thinking find new roads.
What are your rights as a home buyer and an investor? Who is fighting in your corner to safeguard your home? We're putting your needs first. On Magic Bricks Now, India's first property channel.
Well, in true Dun & Bradstreet tradition, the publication is inextricably linked to the award ceremony that considers the same universe of corporate entities. We are therefore at the very threshold of the Dun & Bradstreet Corporate Awards 2016. To preside over the entire ceremony, I call on our chief guest, Dr. Bibek De Broglie, our special guest, Shri Anil Swarup, Mr. Kaushal Sampath, and Mr. Rishi Dave. They will be periodically joined by dignitaries from our various partners who will be doing the actual presenting along with them. Therefore, to present the first set of awards, I invite to the dais Mr. C.S. Sundarraju, Managing Director of Atria Convergence Technologies Private Limited. Here he is. Thank you very much, sir. Right then, let's get on with it. It's paper and paper products to get us started. The winner is Tamil Nadu Newsprint and Papers Limited. It's paper and paper products to get us started. The winner is Tamil Nadu Newsprint and Papers Limited. The upcoming category, chemicals it is. The glittering trophy goes to Pidilite Industries Limited. Time for a bit of refueling already with oil, refining and marketing, clamoring for attention. Another slick performance it is from Reliance Industries Limited. As real estate comes into focus next, standing tallest in the field over the past year is Prestige Estates Projects Limited. Well, in our space age economy, a few traditional industries will never go out of style. Textiles for sure. Running away with all the accolades this year is Wellspun India Limited. Excellence is next being defined by the category Power Equipment. The award goes to ABB India Limited. Next is fertilizers. The award goes to Tata Chemicals Limited. A big thank you to Mr. C.S. Sundaraju. Thank you, sir, for helping us do the honors. May I now invite onto stage Mr. Sanjay Kumar, Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director, Altron Technologies India Private Limited, to felicitate the winners over the next few categories. Well, the world of finance dominates the next few moments as FIs, NBFCs, and financial services come onto the radar. It was Housing Development Finance Corporation Limited all the way. Moving on to engineering projects, capital goods. The winner is Siemens Limited. Batteries goes under the scanner next. And I suspect this is a bit of a winning habit for Exide Industries Limited. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, the power sector. The winner is NTPC Limited. It's automobiles. And the winner is Maruti Suzuki India Limited. Telecom services. The winner is Bharti Airtel Limited. Moving on, we're about to explore non-ferrous metals. Finishing well ahead of the competition is Hindustan Zinc Limited. Thank you very much, Mr. Sanjay Kumar. We'd like to invite next onto stage to help us present the awards, Piyush Kumar of Sodexo Benefits and Reward Services India. Well, time for some heavy metal. The winner is Jindal SAW Limited. Plastic and plastic products nonetheless is the category. The award goes to the Supreme Industries Limited. Agrochemicals, the winner is UPL Limited. Moving on to software and ITES, the celebrations tonight are going to happen at Tata Consultancy Services Limited. Mr. Piyush Kumar, thank you very much for helping us do the honors over the previous few categories, and to do likewise over the next few, we'd like to invite Mr. Aditya Kedia, Managing Director, Transcon Developers. Victory is always sweet, they say, but I suspect in our upcoming category it's going to be even sweeter. It's sugar, as you've already probably guessed. Not sugar-coated, but a full-bodied victory for EID Parry India Limited. It is transport and logistics, and lasting the distance is Container Corporation of India Limited. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, to hotels. The winner is EIH Limited. The building blocks of infrastructure come next into consideration as iron and steel go up onto the marquee. Tata Steel Limited. Staying with the infrastructure theme, the winning salvo for construction infrastructure development goes to Larsen & Toubro Limited. Mr. Kedia, thank you very much for doing the honors. I'd like to welcome onto stage Mr. Lalit Chaudhary, Managing Director, Infinity Cars, to please join us on stage. Well, the first category for Mr. Chaudhary to present is Specialty Oils and Lubricants. The winner is Castrol India Limited. The next category is footwear. The winner is Bata India Limited. Q in Retail as our next awards category. The winner is Future Enterprises Limited. It's bearings next. And the winner, SKF India Limited yet again. Congratulations. A big thank you to Mr. Lalit Chaudhary. Thank you very much, sir. I'd like to invite the Chief People Officer, Dun & Bradstreet, to please step up on stage. Rosalind Williams, gas processing, transmission and marketing more specifically. It's the turn of GAIL India Limited to grab the limelight. Next category, automobiles, 2 and 3 wheelers. Accelerating well ahead of the rest is Hero MotoCorp Limited. Electrical and electronics is our upcoming category, and claiming stake over that one is Bharat Electronics Limited. Moving on, it's wood and wood products. The winner is Century Plyboards India Limited. It's auto components that's grabbing our collective attention next. The award goes to Bosch Limited. Congratulations to our winner. Thank you very much, Rosalind Williams. I'd like to now welcome onto stage to help us give out the next few awards, Mr. Todd Pelletier, Senior Vice President and General Manager, Global Accounts, Concur Technologies, and Mr. Ramesh Iyer, Managing Director, Concur Technologies. Please join us on stage in the category Coal and Coal Products. Well, who else but Coal India Limited. After coal, it's oil and gas. Another traditional winner in the form of Oil and Natural Gas Corporation Limited. its packaging and allied activities next. The celebrations, I believe, belong to Jindal Polyfilms Limited. The category FMCG. No surprises at all, as Hindustan Unilever Limited claims yet another trophy. I'd like to thank our two presenters for helping us, and would like to use the opportunity to invite Mr. Shankar Chakraborty, Chief Executive Officer, Smera Ratings Limited, to please join us on stage. Is the category Gems and Jewelry. The star-studded performance belongs to Titan Company Limited. Well, what's catching our interest next? It's banks. The winner is HDFC Bank Limited. It's tires coming into the radar. MRF Limited. Well, we're digging deeper next as mining, metals and minerals comes into focus. The award goes to Vedanta Limited. And ladies and gentlemen, we're on to our final award for the night. It's glass and ceramics next. Kajaria Ceramics Limited. I request Mr. Kaushal Sampath to present a memento as a token of our deepest appreciation to the chief guest, Dr. Bibek Debroy. Mr. Rishi Dave will now present a memento to the special guest, Shri Anil Swarupji. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, another felicitation ceremony of the Dun & Bradstreet Corporate Awards stands, should I say, consigned to the archives. All that's left is to propose a vote of thanks. I call on Mr. Jayesh Bahadur, Head, Economic Analysis Group and Sales and Marketing Solutions, to do the honors.
It is only fitting that I start by thanking our honorable dignitaries for the evening, Dr. Bibek Debroy and Shri Anil Swarup. We would also like to thank our other speakers for their notable contribution. We would also like to recognize our other partners for their presence in today's event. Atria Convergence Technologies Private Limited, connectivity partner. Altrin Technologies India Private Limited, our technology partner. Capital First Limited, our co-partner. Sodexo SVC India Private Limited, another co-partner. Transcon Developers, real estate partner. Concur Technologies, travel and expense technologies partner. Bank of India co-partner. Smera Ratings Limited, our ratings partner. Infinity Cars Private Limited, our automobile partner. And ET Now, our television partner. That concludes today's event. Thank you.
Top of the world with Times Network. And you're watching ET Now.
Some are born to make their own way. Introducing the most powerful SUV in its class. The Chevrolet Trailblazer. Follow no one. Chevrolet, find new roads.
4G का ये फायदा. Hey Gadget Guru. हर कोई 4G कर रहा है. What's the big deal about 4G? कोई आइडिया है? आइडिया है. ये देखिए. HD पे देखें? 4G पे HD वीडियो. वाओ. छोटा सा चेंज? इनके लिए huge. The match has started. आइडिया 4G पे लाइव टीवी. Hey, ऑनलाइन देखते हैं. आम बात है. लाइन में खड़े फैंस के लिए life changing. Idea 4G, the biggest small change, is here.